So the question today is, what is adaptive reuse? All right, this is a buzzword that's within the commercial investment community. Now it does trickle down a little bit into some smaller investments. In fact, I had a meeting with some younger investors who were starting to build their portfolio, and we sat down yesterday and our conversation moved over into adaptive reuse, and that's what we're going to talk about. This is interesting. It's interesting for a lot of reasons. Number one, you know what's going on in the marketplace right now? The big buzz in the marketplace. What do we got? We got the beginning of summer, end of spring 2021, and it's all about where's the inventory? Where's the inventory? And so we've got investors out there saying, I've got my money, I'm ready to build my portfolio. I want to buy a house, I want to buy a commercial building, and I can't find anything to buy. And so that's why our conversation yesterday skewed over into these young investors said, well, Mark, what about the idea of maybe picking up a commercial building and us changing it around? Adaptive reuse on the commercial investment world is really about taking a look at that hotel and saying, you know what, that hospitality asset could be adapted, it could be changed into housing. Or look at that Class C retail center over there that's sitting with 75% vacancy. Can't lease it up. The market isn't there anymore. It's done its thing, it's old, it's tired. The market is saying, I don't want to be there. I don't want to lease over there anymore. But we've got this building that still has life in it. It's not obsolete. So I say obsolete on purpose because the terminology in our field is called functional or just obsolescence, functional obsolescence. So that's what adaptive reuse is, you guys, okay? And this is another way of thinking about it when we get into real estate investments. It's another way of taking a look at the building and saying, could we work with the zoning in any particular municipality and turn that office-only building into office retail? A mixed-use building? Could we add a housing component, right? There's not enough housing, so pretty much everybody's always going there right now across the country because we don't have enough housing for people. Certainly not enough affordable housing. I don't care if it's renting or owning or anything, we've got real serious affordable housing issues for a great deal of America out there. But what if, right? What if we can't start transforming some of these maybe old and tired commercial buildings into housing? Now, that idea of adaptive reuse and that idea of going out there and saying, that's interesting. That office building has been sitting out there for a while. That retail building doesn't seem like it's moving. That old motel. I've watched people take motels from being a motel on a nightly basis into a monthly basis or into an annual basis for housing. I want you thinking that way if you're an investor. Okay, maybe you're a property owner and you're taking a look at this and saying, gee whiz, maybe what Mark's talking about here is another angle for me to take a look at. Maybe I take that strictly office building and I bring in another component. I go work with my zoning department and I start to add in potential retail or housing or Airbnb. I'm selling a building right now that the front of it you would never know, and the back of it has this big, gorgeous Airbnb aspect to it, housing, right? People are spending big money, but in the front, it's storefronts on a busy street. And in the back of this building is a gorgeous 2-level apartment. Sauna, jacuzzi, you name it. It is beautiful. Private decks, the whole deal that they've added to this, and they're creating substantial income off of that housing component. Get yourself thinking about this. This is where our world is going, all right? Real estate changes, it evolves, it ebbs and flows. And it's those of us in the industry that have to look at this and say, there might be a better way, there might be a better use over here. So listen, I hope this is helpful. Again, I'm gonna bring you lots of different aspects of real estate investing, from the very simple to the very complex. That's kind of what we do here. And I want you to think a little bit about this concept as well as I bring many more to you. Resultscommercial.com, that's our website. Gosh, you know, this YouTube channel, I'm working hard to build it, and I love the feedback I'm getting from many of you. Subscribers, thank you, subscribers. You mean the world to me, truly, truly. And I hope those of you that aren't subscribers will become subscribers so that we can keep on doing this and bringing this information to you. Most importantly, thank you so much for your time today.